Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks, and what we have right here is the Samsung Galaxy S4 in the black version and the Nexus 4 on the left. As you can see, they're basically both the same size, but Samsung is actually using a 5-inch display with a separate hardware button beneath the screen and the typical Samsung touchscreen buttons, whereas Google or LG are opting for the variant with the integrated software buttons on the screen. So that's basically wasting some screen space, but always depends on what the user prefers. On the Samsung Galaxy S4, the screen has grown quite a bit, considering it's been going up from 4.8 inches, I think, on the S3 to the S4. So yeah, but it hasn't really gotten any bigger compared to the S3. But if you take the Nexus 4 and put it on top, you can see that it's only maybe like 2 millimeters longer on the S4 in the back right there. They're pretty much the same width. I think the S4 might be a tiny bit wider, but that's basically it. And from the side you can see that the S4 is a bit thinner than the Nexus 4. Considering how solid the devices feel, the glass back on the Nexus, which has a fall on here for me, is actually feeling pretty good compared to the new polycarbonate plastic back on the S4. That actually looks pretty good, but it's still plastic. Another thing that is actually better on the S4 should be this aluminum frame that's running around the device that makes it feel pretty good. It doesn't bend or anything. It really feels like a solid device compared to the Nexus 4 right here. The power buttons and everything else are pretty much in the same spots. So micro SD on the bottom, volume rocker on the left side, headset ports on the top, but the difference is that the Nexus only has a micro up here, but this is actually an IR blaster on the S4. So with that you could actually use the device to control your TV. On the back we have an 8 megapixel camera on the Nexus 4 and a 13 megapixel shooter on the S4. They moved the flash to beneath the camera, so it's pretty much the same as on the Nexus 4. And yeah, the speaker also is on the bottom end of the devices. Yeah, that's just a quick look. Samsung is actually using a highly customized Android version, so this is Android 4.2.2, just as on the Nexus 4 right now. But Google is actually, or LG is not modifying the interface in any way, while Samsung is heavily investing into their own TouchWiz interface in combination with a lot of software customization. All right, I was Roland with Mobile Geek.